When it comes to Croatia, I know the coast like the back of my hand. The Var, Split, I've done Dubrovnik twice, gone in to meet the beautiful locals of Zagreb. But my local Croatian friends back home, they tell me I have not really experienced this place until I have sampled Plitvice lakes. And now that I'm here, yeah, I think I can see what the fuss is all about. Plitvice Lakes National Park is in the green hearts of this beautiful country, about a 2-hour drive from the capital, Zagreb. My wonderful guide, Kata Kapeljak, also just happens to be the very first female ranger in all of Croatia. Forgive the way I pronounce the name, I'm trying really hard, but if I was Croatian, it would be Plitvička.
Plitvička jezera in Croatian language.
And in English?
In English, it's Plitvice Lakes. Something
Lakes.
Softer and shorter.
Okay.
Much easier.
And if I just say it really quickly, people will understand what I'm saying.
Yes, yes.
This area is so naturally beautiful. It's hard to imagine that less than 20 years ago, it was a war zone. In fact, the first shots of the war were fired right here, and this area also claimed the war's first casualty. Nearly 20 years on, and it's the country's #1 tourist destination, with around 750,000 visitors every year. Each lake and waterfall has its very own story. But for me, the one that I really liked is the tale behind how this came to be known as Milka Turnina.
I love it because it's the nicest. And it's also named by the greatest Croatian opera singer, Milka Turnina, which contribute all her money from the concerts for preserving the national park, for making the paths, for upgrading the tracks and everything else.
So we have her to thank for the beautiful pathways,
yes, yes,
all the preservation here.
Yes.
What a woman, what an amazing woman.
Yes, she was so incredible that the Austrian chocolate maker was in love in her.
Yes.
And in contribution to her, he named the chocolate after her, Milka.
Milka chocolate?
Yes, yes.
So that is where they gave us those on the plane on the way over.
Yeah.
There are over 10 k's of walking trails right through the park. But for the less adventurous, there's also boats and buses to help you get from A to B, or fall to fall as the case may be. And it's all included in the price of entry. What do you think is the best time of year to visit here? Because it seems to change constantly.
Yes, every season has its own specialties because the nature changes and the color of the water always changes. But for me personally, I mostly like autumn in September. Actually, it's because of the changing of the colors.
The colors of the
Lots
leaves,
of colors, yes. And the spring is also nice.
It does look like a fairy tale landscape through there, doesn't it? I think the highlight of the lower lakes is an 8-kilometre stretch of 16 turquoise lakes, linked by a series of waterfalls and cascades. So every single lake has a different name and a different story.
Yes, each lake has a name by the legend. For example, this kind of area has a name in Croatian, Burgeti. Yes, it means everything is bubbling, it's alive, water mixing with the plants and everything.
Now, to keep the water as pristine as possible, there is absolutely no swimming allowed. And remember, this is a water source for all the local area, the purest you could find anywhere in the world. I've been waiting to do this for a while. You don't have to stray too far from the path if you'd like a sip of water. It's so pure and clean. I feel like I'm in a mountain water commercial.
You can try it now to see how it feels like.
Now, the highest point in the park is Katika's favourite spot. There are no waterfalls up here and not many tourists venture this far. So it's easily the most peaceful spot in all the park. You know, if I hadn't seen this for myself, I wouldn't believe that we were in Croatia. This could be New Zealand or Canada. I have such a strong image in my mind of the coast of this country. And now that I'm here, I can't escape the eerie feeling that not so long ago this was an occupied territory where Croatians were forbidden from coming to. Thankfully now, it's once again open for everyone to enjoy. I'd just give yourself plenty of time to do so.